Countdown. Hey, we're recording. What's up, guys? Welcome. It's the Ginger Podcast coming at you with another special guest. If you don't know him, you must have seen him on my story. Stephen Phillips, how you doing? Good to catch up with you, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah, good, man. Nice to be back on the old podcast. Been a while.
Been a while on the podcast, man. Yeah. What have you been up to then? Let people know what's going on, and we'll get cracking straight into a few questions, etc., and see what's going on.
Just a little brief overview. Just been trying to get my PT business up and running, get that sorted, get a few things in place. You're actually quite surprised how much attention to detail goes into in terms of like the marketing and like actually getting things in the right process and structure for like short-term and long-term success. So yeah. Very interesting from that point of view. Had a couple injuries, so fuck me, I can't train, which is annoying. But should be back on the road very, very soon. Left elbow's better. Right wrist is sore still. Both drunken incidents, so no one is allowed to have any sympathy for me at all.
Tell him off.
So, yeah, and other than that, man, just focusing on 3 of my clients coming up. Got 3 clients, one in the first timers in 2 weeks. No, it's less than that, isn't it? Now what is it? It's about 9-10 days. And then another one in the UK, UP, Midlands at the end of October. And then one at the beginning of November.
That's awesome. Do you feel like that now you're injured? Have you got an injury? Do you feel like a lot of your focus where it might have been in yourself, you feel like you throw a lot more focus towards your, like you've opened up with doing personal, you feel like because you've got that spare time where you can't train those body parts and you have to give yourself rest, etc., or whatever, do you feel like you throw more energy towards clients or building more, taking on more people?
I mean, in terms of like how much I've focused on my prep clients, I would say there's not much change because in terms of prep clients,
a
lot of them are like 5-6 weeks out, and especially one of them's like 10 days out. So a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, I should rephrase what I was asking. Your enthusiasm towards like do you feel like because you can't get it out, you're like, oh come on, man, like you're just giving them a little extra bit. Like I'm probably talking more towards the non-prep clients. The people who need that little extra push, like the guys who need to diet, the guys who just need to, your PT clients, you might have ladies or gents who have fuck all known about lifting and just want to be able to get fit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel like your enthusiasm's gone a bit higher towards that?
Yeah, I feel like during my non-prep clients, I'm kind of chasing them a bit more, being a bit more enthusiastic, and I've been a bit more proactive with them in comparison to, say, if I wasn't being so preoccupied with my own training program and the eating and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd agree with that one. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, in terms of overall enthusiasm, my enthusiasm for all clients is pretty high anyway because I just kind of want them to all succeed. So yeah. There's a difference in like me setting a time in terms of like sometimes I won't actually feel like I'm setting aside time to like check up on people. I'm kind of waiting for them to do it, but sometimes non-prep people kind of need a bit of a kick up the arse a bit more. So
yeah, they definitely As the incentive there isn't the end goal isn't as real for them. It's just more of a dream thing. I don't know what you mean. Right, let's move on. So what's your bodybuilding dreams anyway? What do you want to do within your bodybuilding? Because obviously you built yourself quite a big social media, like 14,000, 15,000 followers. What do you feel like within Instagram and social media? What do you want to do with that, or etc. with your social media?
In terms of training, like for me, I've always kind of said to myself, I'll train and live the life of a bodybuilder as far as I have the motivation for it and as far as I see fit to do so, and if it brings me happiness and enjoyment. That's kind of where I'm at with my training, and I've always been like that. In terms of like long-term goals, I'd love to kind of prove myself on a established circuit such as PCA. Obviously, I've kind of rain checked my ambitions ever so slightly off the back of last year's kind of, in my eyes, disappointing like show run, because at the end of the day, I didn't actually do anything really. Let's be honest. I finished 5th, I believe, in the Saxon, 4th at the London, and probably 7th at the British finals. So as much as people give me plaudits and blah, 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 I really haven't achieved anything. So that's the motivation to kind of go out there and prove that I can achieve something, because I feel like I've seen a lot of people who are winning shows, especially in our classes, and without like throwing anybody underneath the bus, I do kind of look at their physiques and I think I have a better package. But
that's you being competitive. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, you perfectly to have that, just to say that. Yeah, of course.
It's not against the people that I feel like are winning these shows, because they can only do the best that they can, and if they turn up on the day and the judges award them the win, they get the W.
Yeah.
But it does. I do look at it sometimes, and I do feel like that. I do kind of. Sometimes I do feel like I blow some of them out of the water, but at the same time, I need to bring the condition next time.
Do you feel like your experience with prep, what you had, has given you a big kick up the arse the next time to go going as hard as you can, and just no bullshit, just get into a cave and just go for it, ready to prove yourself more than than anything else?
My approach to it has differed since coming off the back of how I approached things last year. The way I'm going to do it this year, or no, the way I'm going to do it next time around, if I even decide to do it, we'll see how much training and how much I feel like I'm going to progress over the next 8 to 9 months. Will be to give myself an initial 6 to 8 week period, see how much I am enjoying that process.
Yeah.
And then go from there. I'm not going to give myself a date. I'm not going to give myself a competition. I will give myself a block of shows. So say, for instance, let's talk hypothetically, there are 6 shows within the space 7 weeks in the middle of August to late October. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to kind of be in that range of being able to hit a few shows within there. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, if I get to July and I don't feel like I'm ready 10 weeks out, I will just nick it on the head, because the last thing I'm doing is what I did for the finals and just kept going for the sake of going, and knew that I wasn't going to bring a better package, but I still carried on anyway. And then my motivation to train just went. So that's something I'll learn from next time, is that I will spot earlier that I'm not going to be ready. And I'll obviously have people around me that will be good eyes and good knowledge to have around me to make that decision with me. But yeah, I won't be doing what I did in the finals last year, where I knew I wasn't going to be ready, but I still carried on nonetheless. And I burnt myself to an absolute pulp, and I burnt the candle so dry that I ended up not really stringing any proper training together until the following April. So yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like you've had, because the British is quite a while ago now. Yeah, it's almost a year ago now, right?
Yeah.
British, yeah. So like we're almost a year ago since we competed in the PCA London show together. Yeah, it sounded like you reflected quite a lot within your experience towards prep, and it's brilliant, and it's nice to see that. It's nice to see your approach is getting quite brutal towards, but that's bodybuilding, isn't it? You know what I mean? To be like, you've got to be able to criticize yourself and say, look, I did this and blah blah blah, and then kick yourself up the arse and go, you know what, fuck it, criticize yourself, but also motivate yourself at the same time to go, you know what, it ain't fucking happening again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you see people who win shows, and you think, fucking hell. You go like, oh, I reckon I could have, like, if only I turned up, like, do you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I like for me, like that. I didn't want last year. Like, I didn't want to give myself that excuse of like, oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? So I just did everything as brutally as I possibly could. So I knew that I couldn't say that, and I can't say that. Like, I physically couldn't have done any more than I did. I have said, oh, I wish I was more consistent in my off-season previously. But then I think back to it, and I'm like, I was a broke-ass fucking uni student who hadn't have the consistent amount of income come in and month out. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, it's hard to do it once. It's really very difficult.
I mean, because a lot of people do say I'm changing the subject here, but this is something you should bring up, and this is something because I think a lot of people who will listen to this will be within that age range or maybe our age. If you are at university and you're thinking, "Oh, this is a great time for me to do a prep," or something like that, where it costs you, you need to have. You don't want to be stressing about anything else. You want to have a consistent amount of income coming in, right? That it might not, you're not saying you have to be fucking rich, but I'm saying you have to have a consistent amount of income to know that you can pay everything else off and then have your bodybuilding, have your prep, like people who are into nice cars, they're into fucking doing their car up. They have their money to do their car up every month. They put their money into the product. You've got to be able to do that. And I think that's fair. If you're working full time while you're at uni, fair enough. And you're making it. That I'm saying. But if you're just a uni student who works a few hours here and there and then relies on your student loan, you will stress and you won't. And then you'll start making shortcuts and you've thrown your prep through the window when you start doing that. And that's I think that's within bodybuilding in total. Just stick to. Wait, obviously you bodybuild, but when you want to take it to that level, you need to make sure that you have that consistent amount of income, and that allows you to be consistent within everything else. Yeah. So right, yeah. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Let me ask you some questions. Obviously, you talked about yourself, your shows you've done. So you did the Saxon.
Yeah, mate.
You did the Saxon. You did the PCA London. You did the finals.
Yeah.
We met in the. I remember one thing. I think I've said it in the thing. I remember the PCA London show. Remember, I went there and I spoke to Brandon because I remember the only person I knew.
At the chairs upstairs, weren't we? At the
yeah. I was lying down and he come and sat and I spoke to him and then you two were speaking with each other. Do you knew each other before that, right?
Yeah, me and Brandon go a while back, mate.
All right, so I thought that because you two were like buddies, and I was like, oh, and I started speaking to you because you were fucking frozen. Well, I don't know why you had a blanket on, but you had a blanket on.
Oh, it was cold, that's why.
It was
fucking freezing, bro.
It was really cold.
It was like a secondary school, man. It was fucking cold, man. There was no central heating. They didn't fucking skimp out on the aircon, I'll tell you that now.
They didn't open it up. They opened up really late, didn't they?
Bro, it was easy.
Yeah, you need to be there. Tannins at like 8 or how early it was. We all get there like 8 o'clock, rocking up for registration, and the geezer, the caretaker hasn't opened the fucking building yet. It's like, oh my fucking lord, what is going on? They when we met, do you remember pumping up backstage?
Yeah, I was eating my crunchy rice. I was eating my crunchy rocks, and I was getting my dream tan.
I remember you had there because you ran all because you guys all got tanned at the back.
Yeah, I was getting my dream.
You guys started slamming on tan. I thought, what the fuck's going on back there? And then I just remember eating like literally eating grazing on a cookie that Jordan told me. Literally emailed like graze on a cookie, pump up. That's like pumping up. And then the geezer was like, yeah, right, you're going to be on in 10 minutes. I was like, bro, you just said we were going to be on 10 minutes ago. What's going on? Completely cocked everything up. And then I remember Jay was in we had a camera going on and he was shouting about. And he was
what was that TV crew there for? Did you ever see that documentary?
Never heard of it. Never seen it.
Literally, there were signs, right? For anyone who doesn't know what was going on there, so there were signs plastered everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Like they made a fucking point about it. They were like, Channel 5 are recording a documentary.
Yeah.
Blah blah. And then I've not seen any footage regarding that documentary whatsoever.
And it was about the little. He was some lad with some disability, wasn't he?
Disability class, yeah.
Yeah, and
I've no idea.
Yeah, but they didn't. I don't think they had a disability class.
Yeah, it was a new thing that came towards the back end of Pete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he was backstage. He wasn't on for a while.
And he was in the pump-up room like us, wasn't he? He
was pumping up, wasn't he, that lad? I remember because I thought he was a junior. I thought he's a junior. I was like, oh fucking hell! And then I remember Jay was shouting stuff.
He was a bit fucking.
He was a lad. Yeah, he was getting everyone fired up, and I was trying because the novices were there, weren't they, as well?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was trying to just distinguish who was I competing against. Because the only person I knew I was competing against was Brandon because I knew who he was. Yeah. So I was just like, who am I competing against? I saw you and I went, nah, he's not a junior. He's too big to be a junior. He's this big cunt. And then, because you don't realise yourself what you look like until you look at your photos after, right? You know that you're in good nick. And then I think I realised I was in good condition like then when I saw some of the condition of others like yourself and Brandon, just certain parts where I saw that I had. Do you know if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right then. I was like, I really didn't need to blow my abs out to get them fucking. I had veins going up my stomach and shit because I was fucking pretty peeled, and yeah. I sort of realised, and I was scouting out, and I was like, he's not a junior, and I was like, is he a junior? I was like, Jay's a junior. He's all right, cool, like that. And then I remember going out, and then they put all that oil shit on you. You go out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, fucking hell. Like, it just goes so fucking quickly, doesn't it?
Does, yeah.
And it was like, boom. It was fucking, now I think back to it, it was fucking good time, man. Yeah, but no, that was fucking the PCA. So you did that. And then we did the finals together. And that was a good crack.
Moody, man.
Fucking hell.
Oh, they need to line up.
Oh, well, Ryan, backstage.
Ryan Crowley, you're a moody cunt, mate. Fucking hell, bro. The geezer. He's not even going to watch this. If he does, then fucking hell, you're a moody cunt, mate. Like, Jesus Christ.
Stephen's not holding back today.
Come on,
his opinions.
I'm being serious, yeah. You know he was like, fuck me.
I did ask him. I got him involved, though. I did ask him to get involved with the lads. I didn't want, you know how I'm like. I like to get everyone involved with the banter, and we had a good crack. I
was just surprised. I was just surprised, yeah, that it was the finals. There was no competition afterwards. We'd done all the work. Just go out and enjoy it.
It was everyone. A lot of people had that vibe. I mean, I remember being pumping up, and I remember seeing. Yeah. I remember seeing Matty.
Oh my god.
He was peeled, wasn't he?
Mate.
He was peeled. I didn't really see him though. I didn't really see much of him. Like when he was pumping up first, when we came back out to do our routines. That's when I noticed that I was like, fucking hell, you're not bad.
Yeah.
He was a big bastard, wasn't he?
Good structure, man.
Yeah. No. He was big. I was trying to think. But no, it was fucking sick time. Anyway, I'm getting well. So obviously, I just said to you, so you're personal training at the minute. How do you find the balance between personal training and your bodybuilding? Obviously, you are injured, etc. I've asked this question to a few other people, and it's a bit more interesting to hear this when someone's prepping while they're personal training.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if anyone could or would start like on their own personal training business whilst they're in the middle of a prep. That'd be fucking mad. But like, I mean, how do you find the balance between your job and bodybuilding, and how do you find that? Do you find it easy, or let me know? I'd like to know.
Well, to be fair, right? Like the busier, the more shit you get, the more shit you put on your plate, the harder you're gonna have to work to finish the meal. You know what I mean? So if you try and put too many things during your daily schedule, you're gonna have to take some off, otherwise you can't fit it in.
Yeah.
So like that's all just a balancing act in life. Like what you've got to do is you've got to prioritize what you feel like you need to prioritize during that day, and then I feel like a good mix would be like what you do. So you do a job for the day, yeah, and you make your money, and you enjoy what you do, and then you go have your own me time, and then you go have you and the missus time. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's all about, and I think that's like a constant life circle where you just find that perfect balance of fit where spend time with this person, you spend time with that person, you make your money, you enjoy your own hobbies, you try and invest in your own long-term goals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously with the whole personal training stuff, like that has chucked in an element of kind of time that I haven't been used to. So getting used to that is I wouldn't say challenging. It's refreshing. It's just another challenge. So trying to mix with that whilst getting more clients, whilst training, whilst still doing the same things that I want to do on a daily basis. It's good, man. It's different from being at uni for 4 years. You know what I mean? Like being at uni for 4 years, you have no structure. You just kind of go through the motions. You wake up, you get pissed a couple of times a week, and then you kind of train when you can fit it in, sort of thing. But
I see.
no, without a uni being there, and like your sole purpose is kind of like to pay the bills, get some money in, and then enjoy what money you've got left during the month, and kind of hopefully save whilst doing your own thing. Is kind of that's just always a balancing act, really, isn't it?
I'll say that's pretty interesting. Obviously, do you do anything else personal training?
Well, I've got my online coaching business, haven't I? So I've got
You do online coaching.
so I've got my 3 prep clients, then I've got 7 non-prep clients at the moment, so around about 10. And obviously, like that's an ongoing thing. That's a 24/7 support network, and that means if they want me to answer a question, I'm on my phone straight away. Blah blah blah. So that's quite time consuming. And then other than that, I've got my security work as well, which is on the weekends. So I don't tend to train on the weekends, Friday and Saturday. I just kind of leave that to my security work, and then that's pretty much it.
Do you feel like you're building a good structure around it so you can get everything in and sort of enjoy your life?
Mate, the weeks are going quickly. Now I know because Monday I'm in the gym, Tuesday and Thursday mornings I'll have PT clients, Wednesday I'm in the gym, Friday and Saturday I'm paying I'm doing security work. So that's, do you know what I mean? Within the blink of an eye, a week's gone. So
yeah. So you sound like you get good routine. I do feel like with personal training myself, because obviously I've been a personal trainer myself, and now I just do like the exercise classes and my S&C classes. I've been able to establish that sort of structure, and they I do find like when you're starting off, it's really hard to try and get that structure, especially when you have clients who are like they're going, oh, I want to 8 a.m. 8 a.m. till 9. That's brilliant for me. And you're like wicked, so you get it in your diary, and then they're like, nah, can I make that 6 to 7 p.m.? You're like, oh, I've got all my clients set up. So the few clients you first sort of have, you're trying to get them all sort of together so you can have like your day, and then if you end up you're there at like 6 a.m. and then you're there at you're finishing at 10 a.m. at 10 p.m. You're like, fucking hell, I've got to go back to the gym for 9. Like, do you know what I mean? And this sort of balance is like, you feel like fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Where you just feel a bit just pissed off, and then you get and you go there and they cancel on you, and you're like, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. You always got to take the rough with the smooth, mate. Like
exactly that. I mean that exactly. But it sounds like you're really getting a good sort of structure on. So I keep burping because I'm drinking all this fucking water. Anabolic burps, they are. They'll get you big. But yeah,
it's all about finding that balance, mate. That's what
it does sound like you're getting a good balance out of that. So people take note. You're not going to. Also, if you didn't mention it, but like you're not. You are taking. You're making it happen. You're trying. You want to be full-time coaching and personal training, but you're willing to work elsewhere to put the food on the table, to pay the bills, to get things going, and give yourself, which, Friday and Saturdays, they're not the best time to work, but you're getting it done, and it's going to allow you to do your bodybuilding.
And kill me off.
There you go. But it allows you to do your bodybuilding, which you want. Let's move into sort of like your short-term goals. You touched upon this earlier on a little bit, but so short-term goals. 6 months, let's say 6 months to a year, what do you sort of want to achieve within that? But it could be bodybuilding, it could be life, whatever. But let's throw a few bodybuilding ones in there. To start off with.
So 6 months. Give me.
6 months.
Let me give you a short breakdown. So 6 months, I want to be putting together a good training cycle, good blocker training. I want to be able to utilize my time for myself in terms of actually putting effort into training, because now I feel like I'm at the time where I can push into training more. The last year I haven't really been having that much structure, and that's the main goal for me, keeping it simple, because I'm enjoying my training again. That's not the problem anymore, because beforehand I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't have motivation to train, but now I've got that motivation, I've got that fire burning. So now next step is to string together some solid mesocycles and get some good training under my belt and get some more clients under my belt. Try and work my way up to 30 hours of personal training clients a week. And that's pretty much it. That's all I'm worried about at the moment. I don't really, in terms of goals outside of that, there's not really much else.
So all related to the subject. Wicked. So they're short-term goals. What about your long-term goals? So this could be you could be competing, etc. You did touch up on this, but long-term goals, where you want to go?
So I want to be able to earn enough money that I can work from my laptop and work from my phone whilst exploring the world. That's kind of the ultimate. That's kind of the creme de la creme for me. I want to be, because at the end of the day, mate, I've been to about 7 or 8 different countries, and every time I've been to a different country, I'm like, wow, I'm missing out on so much fucking shit stuck in England. Do you know what I mean? And there's so much out there, bro. There's so much out there. So I want to be in a position where I'm in a 4 to 5 grand a month sort of income, where I could just go out, fucking do what I want, work for my laptop. That's the goal, mate. And everything that I'm doing within bodybuilding and within like coaching and nutrition is geared towards that, because I'm not dumb in social media aspects, mate. If you walk around and you're practicing what you preaching and you're your own best advertisement, people will want to jump on board. And then you want to marry that. You want to marry your physique with a good set of knowledge, and then it just pops it up from there. And then you want to get the results, and it's all just a mesh. And you want to create that. And I want to be getting enough clients on board that I'm earning £4,000 to £5,000 a month, and then just fucking off, mate, doing my own thing and living my life, mate.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a good ambition to have. I mean, it's a bit different than mine. Mine's just be massive. Mine's nice and short. Just be the biggest motherfucker going. Do you know what I mean? I'm the biggest bodybuilder, smashing all the shows, just coming in shredded and peeled, just be like fucking rah! But two different people, two different goals. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, do you have any sort of long-term bodybuilding goals though? As it is, I am a bodybuilding-oriented man. I just completely fucked that up. Let's rewind a little bit. Yeah, a bodybuilding. I can't even speak right now. I'm a bodybuilding enthusiast. Fucking nut cheese. Yeah. So, we got any bodybuilding sort of long-term? You know, do you want to achieve a pro card within any federation? Do you want to achieve the highest heights of competing, or do you just want to be able to prove yourself in competing and say, look, redemption for your first year of competing, because you have a lot of muscle mass, and you did have a significant amount of muscle mass to lots of the other juniors, but the condition was just not there, which you can, hands up to yourself and say. But do you have any sort of those long-term goals?
I think for me, it's gonna be just a fact of how far can I push it. I'm not gonna. I know judging's a fickle game, and divided opinion is always going to be out there in this sport. And not once will I ever subject myself to allow any sort of judge's opinion of me to determine my own success upon myself. So in terms of a pro card or anything like that, if it comes, it comes. I'm not really too bothered, because at the end of the day, the money in the sport is out of the actual bodybuilding side of it. I just want to kind of make myself presentable enough to feel as though I'm a success. Do you know what I mean? And that to me isn't building. That to me isn't winning a pro card. That to me is kind of getting to a level where people want to come to me to aid their own goals and ambitions. And if I pick up a few trophies on the way, I'm not going to let a trophy or a pro card to find my bodybuilding career, because at the end of the day, it hasn't so far. So why should that be the goal? Do you know what I mean? Like,
fair enough. That's fair enough. You're a very businessman, Stephen. Very business-like.
this is business, man. Money makes the world go round, bro.
So does muscles. Muscles from trophies.
I must admit, I am obviously, like, I am quite business driven, and I love money. So, like,
it's nice to have you open on here though, like that, because I think there is a lot of people who are starting up this industry and I want to get into this, I want to do the bit of this, bit of that, personal driven, and they go in with the incentive. They're like, no, I'm not really in fit for, like, I don't really want to. I'm not too bothered about the money. I really have goals. And when you're all actually like, look, I want to earn money. I want to touch people. I want to get to people and let people know that I'm someone you can come to and pass on experience and knowledge. And, set yourself a nice coaching legacy, shall I say. That's what I'm getting the feel of yourself. But it's nice, it's refreshing to hear like you just being very open about that. Do you know what I mean? When I think a lot of people would just completely about that and put on sort of a fake. I don't know if people would, but there seems to be these people, you see them on Instagram and they're selling their fit shit, and you're like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, man. And I think it's a bit of a taboo thing to be like, I want to do this, but at the end of the day, I haven't gone to university. I haven't studied nutrition in the way I've studied nutrition to not put my services out there. And anyone who says they want to give all their services out for free, they're lying, because at the end of the day, we want to do what we want to do as a passion, and if you can make money from it, that to me is the ultimate success in life. Having a passion, and then also marrying that passion with a successful income, because a lot of people go through this world, they'll have a passion, but they'll always get bookended by having to work a 9 to 5 for a company because it pays well, and they won't be able to actually bring their passion financial income to the level of, like, say, a 9 to 5 for a corporate company. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. That's fair enough. No,
you not agree?
I see what you mean about. And there's a lot of people who don't want to make the risk to try and make their dreams reality.
Big risk becomes big reward, man.
Exactly. And I think for me, when it comes to money, like I love, but I'm more focused on within bodybuilding. Like, yes, I want to make money, but if I can make money from what I love doing, do you know what I mean? That's that's what I want, right? That's what I want to do. But I'm not I am more big on winning and wanted to get to achieve a bodybuilding CV of a record of winning, but I think I'm just very sport competitive. We did different degrees. I did a degree in strength and conditioning that was about, making athletes, and heard, a lot of them was relatable towards me about the competitive nature about it, etc., driving people in. And I love training. I like taking classes and SSC classes, and that's something I would like to build up on. But I would like to try and push my bodybuilding as high as I can, even before I think, I want to make money, but I'm not like, it's not the massive incentive, if you know what I mean. It's not the big thing. Otherwise, if I was massively into money, I'd probably sell drugs, because that makes the quickest amount of money going. No, I mean, you don't hear a report of a coke dealer. You don't hear a coke dealer not doing well. Do you know what I mean? And I said that a long time ago to someone who owned a gym. He said to me, blah blah blah. You need to change your image. You're seen as a meathead. And I said, I'm not changing my image, because this is who I am. I said, look, I've got a few clients. I'm at university. I'm happy where I am. And I said, if I wanted to make money, I would go and sell cocaine, because you can make lots of money very fucking quickly from it. Do you know what I mean? Everyone wants cocaine on fucking a Friday and Saturday night. Who's going on the bars? I can make loads of money doing it. So do you see me doing it? No. Do you know what I mean? If I wanted to make fucking money quick, I'll do that. The money will come, right, once I've built my legacy up. And that's how do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I've got my good enough qualifications, my coaching, my classes, etc., to make it me, to put the food on the table. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I'm doing it. But it's nice. It's nice to hear what your goals are as well. So if anyone's listening to this and they want to get into the fitness world, etc., and maybe getting into to earn money, what they love doing, listen to Stephen about what he's saying, and myself with two different approaches. But me is more about getting fucking £300 of lean mass. But it's probably spending more money than you're making, but who cares? Get fucking massive.com. Anyway, so your strategy of your dream. What is your strategy of your dream? Have you got something in place, or are you working on it? Like, have you thought about it? Have you really thought like, oh, this is what I need to do? You don't need to go into detail and give us the point explanation, explain fucking GCSE fucking level. Fucking explanation, but you could just, have you really thought about the strategy of creating your dream? Obviously, like myself, I've got my strategy of building. I want to get to, build the muscle, etc. I've got the splits and everything put in point. What are you looking at?
Mate.
Oh, but do you see what I mean? I've basically said my strategy just then, but what about yourself? Have you got your strategy put in place?
The thing is, right, there's obviously, I have my way of wanting to deliver to the people that come to me for a service, right? But at the same time, nutrition and training has come a long way in the space of, I'd say, the last 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
The game is always changing, and I am lucky enough to follow some people on Instagram that I'm always learning from. And I'm not going to say I copy ideas from here and there, but you take things that you see and you think, right, okay, how can I take that, which is clearly working well, and implement that into my own sort of unique selling point and my own niche, to then give it back to my clients and upgrade my services in terms of providing something helpful for other people. In terms of a strategy, obviously there's things in place that I've got. Like, I've obviously got my logo now, I've got a website, I've got like templates for my plans. Like, I've got tools there for me to kind of succeed, but at the same time, I think it's just kind of getting the marketing out there and getting my knowledge out there. In terms of, I think I back my knowledge, I just need to kind of get out there and do my best. And I think that's just a revolving door. That's just
set your foundations.
Yeah.
No.
In terms of any sort of like strategy to progress my online coaching, I'm always doing things like creating a new plan. I've got a new plan coming out this week that will help university students, guide them through university whilst being able to train and actually get some good nutrition in. Because I've done it myself. Like, I've kind of molded a plan to my own experience and how I managed to do it.
Yeah.
And, but in terms of actually putting like a pen to paper strategy and like a 3-month, 4-month strategy plan, I don't really have that. I just kind of keep putting things into my business that I believe will make it grow and kind of make it more efficient and better from a service providing sort of point of view.
But you said you got your head screwed on. You seem to be cracking on with it. All right. Pardon me. That's another burp. Whoever comments how many burps I've just done in this whole thing, if you've got this far, you win fucking 10% off at Prozis. Say about that. All right. You win some protein. Just give me a DM. Right. So I do ask this question to everyone. Who's your top favourite amateur bodybuilders and who your top favourite bodybuilders? However, I feel like this podcast has been a bit about bodybuilding, but been a lot about you talking about what you're doing about your business and where you want to get to and how your strategy towards your dream of that. So instead of bodybuilders, I said, who are your top amateur? So who are the people, when you flick up Instagram, who are the people you go on that influence you to motivate you, if that be training or that be pushing personal training or that be, who's motivating? And if you say me, you get 10 quid. I'm joking. Go on.
In terms of Instagram, right, the people that I kind of look towards
It doesn't just
are.
be Instagram, but that's just an example. You get on your phone. You know
No,
what I mean?
that's a fact. Like I don't go on the internet and try and look at like say the fucking owner of Apple or something. Like my kind of inspiration, as you would say, is coming from like interacting through Instagram. So I'll use that as my main example. So like, for instance, Scott Swench, I think what he's doing is absolutely fantastic. Like
Yeah.
he is doing a lot. He's doing a lot right now that is beneficial just for everyone out there in terms of a lot
Yes.
of coaches. Like they a lot of coaches, if they were to follow the similar path and template that Scott Swench is doing, they wouldn't. Not a lot could go wrong because they've got it down to a very good strategy there.
Yeah.
So from like an online coaching sort of personal training point of view, I kind of look at him quite a lot. I also speak to my gym managers quite a lot since being a personal trainer at Revolution. I've had a lot of conversations with other personal trainers in the gym and the managers, just kind of understanding that side of the industry a bit more.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming into the industry not just from a training point of view, but also from a providing a service point of view, and it's good to try and kind of soak it all up. So it's kind of those people around me in that circle. Tom Hames as well, Evolution Training. I have a lot of conversations with him backwards and forwards, and what he's doing is also fantastic in terms of a prep side of point of view. So in terms of your day-to-day people, your online coaching, like your Joe Blogs, Scott Swench, take a lot of inspiration on what he's doing. In terms of the prep side of things, me and Tom Hames, Evolution Training, are constantly talking about ways to improve strategies and dieting and like how to make it easier, and like in terms of dealing with situations with clients that may be a bit tricky and stuff like that. So just generally kind of learning off those people and just mixing that knowledge into my own sort of ideas, I suppose.
All right. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So just those two. I do. I know what you mean. Scott Swench, he does fucking his work ethic is. It doesn't matter what you're into. If that be fucking fuck knows. But like for me, it's bodybuilding. But if I watch someone with that hard work ethic, or that they grinded out what he's done and now where he's got to, it just shows you that me and you have two different very sort of paths we want to go down. However, it's within the same industry. But watching someone with that work ethic, it does motivate you to think, you're like, it's going to work out. Do you know what I mean? Like what I'm going to do, as long as I'm hitting the right boxes, I'm doing what I'm doing, it's going to work out, and it's good, and it's really good, and I love what they've done. The Sponge Gang, and also they're pretty funny. They're pretty fucking funny guys. They do some funny shit. We met them at Body Power. They were top lads. Let's go top favourite bodybuilders, as it's a bodybuilding podcast. Who are your top favourite bodybuilders of all time? Hit me up.
I've always liked Kai Green. Kai Green's good.
Yes.
Kai Green's one of my favourites. In terms of a physique that I feel as though I kind of aspire to, Dennis Wolf.
Yes.
Dennis Wolf. Yeah, he's
I'm shocked you said that.
Yeah. I don't think many people would say him, but for me, like, yeah.
He's fucking lapped.
Yeah, he's fucked, mate. He's fucking next level. Those kind of like would be on the pro scene. Amateur bodybuilding wise, it's got to be Andy Scott.
Yes.
Very good. There will be not many shows and many years between him and a pro card now. I said it here. Do you know what I mean? So
definitely.
Such a complete bodybuilder.
Yeah, the way he poses as well. He has passion. Like that's something I love. And I tried to present him within my physique last year within the finals, especially was a really good posing routine and pose like you fucking mean it. There's nothing better than seeing someone who's just passionate when they flow. The way he moves, because he's like an open class bodybuilder, but he poses like a classic man. Like he's got some fucking brilliant. I'd love to get hit to interview him on this podcast, and maybe if he gets big enough, I can, because he seems to be pretty fucking busy with a lot of people. Plus, he's a few weeks out of the finals. I don't think that he wants to be speaking on a podcast 2 weeks out, or how many 4 weeks out, or whatever it is.
It'll be 3 weeks this Saturday.
3 weeks, fucking hell. Yeah, it's coming quick. Yeah, so those three, they're your favourite sort of bodybuilders right now. Your top favourite. Well, that's awesome. I mean, I can totally agree with you about Kai Green. Dennis Wolf, I forget about, which is really bad because obviously, like, he's retired now. I think.
So I'm German and he's German. Like, for me, like,
yeah,
it kind of like you don't really see many good German bodybuilders around.
He was so big. I remember watching Generation Iron 1 and just seeing him just be like, who's that big fucking white pale bloke? Like, he's big bastard, isn't he? You know what I mean? Sitting there watching that. Yeah, fucking hell. No, wicked. It's been wicked having you on though, Stephen, man. It's wicked to get having a nice catch up with yourself. I've held you for 45 minutes. It's quite late. It's time for me to have my last meal before I go to bed. So that's perfect timing for me. And it's probably a meal time for you, right? What are you having? Cheeseburger and chips?
Pork schnitzel, mate. I got a kilo of pork schnitzel from a Czech shop for £4.
Schnitzel? What's pork schnitzel?
It's like breaded pork.
Fucking hell, I thought a schnitzel was a sausage.
No, that's breaded. It's breaded chicken and pork, mate.
Fucking schnitzel.
Yeah, schnitzel, mate. It's nice, bro. It's like a European sort of like thing.
Breaded. Do you know what? You learn something every day, don't you?
Mate, try it. Breaded pork.
It's not on the plan, Stephen. It's not going in, mate.
If you ever have the opportunity, breaded pork, bit of mash, bit of sauerkraut, which is like pickled cabbage, and some mustard, mate. Ooh.
Is it banging, is it?
Hey, it's fucking next level.
I've got Greek yogurt, oats, berries, and whey powder.
That's so funny to tell you. So I bought what I thought was a green topped milk from the Czech shop. Yeah, obviously it's fucking Czech, so I didn't read the label, and I pour it, and I was like, "Fucking, this is awfully thick."
What do you pour?
And I was this fucking yogurt. And I was like, "Oh, it's in a fucking pint as well." Like, literally. I was like, what the fuck's this? Like, I thought it gone off, mate.
Oh, mate, you're absolutely a nutter. All right, on that note, we're going to end this podcast, but fucking hell, if you want Stephen to come back on, we are good pals, so we're always getting Stephen coming in there. All right. Nice to sit and have you on, mate. Until the next one.
Yeah, see you later, man. Thank you.
Keep it easy.
Take care.